All right, grandfather. Now I know many of you are concerned about the ways and means people have these days of interacting with each other. And it's true. Many of you can remember when things were more polite, when people would acknowledge each other on the road or on the street. But now people are shy. They're unsure of themselves. They're unsure of the world situation. A lot of this has to do with simply being informed. Nowadays, there is actually a bit too much information because you not only find out about things that are actually happening all over the world, but you find out about things that aren't actually happening. Meaning that some people, with the best of intentions, will speak about matters that are not happening. Meaning that they are worried or concerned, or for reasons of having watched television or more likely listened to the radio, they will believe that voice or that person that speaks through that broadcasting media. And very often, these people are just doing a job. They are trying to make money for their broadcaster, and the broadcaster is trying to make money as well to stay on the air and so on. I know you know these things, but I think there's a tendency to forget it at times. So keep in mind that if you hear it on the radio, if you even see someone speaking these things on the television, and if you hear even famous people, celebrities as you might say, speak of various things, try to remember that what they are offering is an opinion, or advice perhaps, or even trying to simply build up the audience because there's money to be made. I know that sounds harsh, but it's true. And these days it's much more important to have real information from real folks just like yourselves. So I'm going to suggest that you network more these days, from person to person, and understand that everybody's going to have an opinion. Sometimes that opinion will be framed upon things that others have told them, whether they have spoken to those people or not, meaning those broadcasting for various reasons in order to ultimately make money and be of influence so that the money can be made again. Now, I do understand that it's all right to conduct a business. Products and services are necessary very often to survive, aren't they? So there is that. This is not about blaming anybody. It's just about reminding you that it's very easy to be influenced by something that didn't happen, and also to be influenced by other people's worries about something that, from their opinion, might happen, but in fact doesn't. Keep in mind that this world you are living in is much more spiritual than it has been in the past 40 years or so. And going back before that, still more spiritual in many ways. You are all more united than you understand. And that is why you often have dreams these days that don't seem to make any sense in your life, though you might try and fit them into your life. But in fact, very often, You are dreaming, even though it might be the beings you see in your dreams regularly. You are dreaming about other people's difficulties and problems. When you have dreams like that, try to remember to say this sometime soon after you wake up. Alright? First say, I'm asking that all the most benevolent energies that are available for me be all around me and all about me now. Wait a few moments. Many of you will feel an energy come up. Then say, I am asking that all those people and beings who need help receive all the help they need now benevolently from all those people and beings who can help them. Now I say beings because it might be animals, it might be other forms of life that you haven't thought about as being a form of life. All right. For example, it might be, say, someone who has just passed over, a physical person, a human being, or even an animal, and they're having trouble moving on. This happens sometimes because the person has been so loved, or the animal has been so loved, that other people are desperately missing them. And that tends to hold their spirit towards the planet for a little while. This is another reason sleep is so important, because when those peoples who are missing that being so much go to sleep, they will release naturally, and the spirit will be able to move on, and they will wake up, those people, and still have their memories, but it won't be that they're holding, you see. So that's not so good. Still, it can be resolved eventually. Now, I mention these things because the union of spirits, which represents all beings in this universe, is something that's real. It's not an organization, it's not a club, it just is. And you are having, like I say, messages from other peoples on this planet who need help. And sometimes you are asking for help, and other people are becoming aware of your needs. So just know that it is possible to fulfill the needs of others that you don't know and will never meet, or that you may know and do not know that they have these problems, cares, or worries. Remember, these days it is less important to express your opinion about something than it is to take action to resolve in the best way you know whatever is the difficulties, struggles, and sufferings of other people or beings. And very often you will not be able to do anything. So say that prayer, as I mentioned, and invite the most benevolent energies to be available, and they will help. This is just a reminder, because as many people say, you are all in this together, though very often that's not very obvious, is it? It's hard to imagine sometimes that somebody that you don't get along with is in something with you together. But it is more so that way now than ever before. So know that you just have to let go very often of past things that are holding you back, or past things that might be holding others back. And how to do that? A simple reminder about letting go. I know it may seem way too simple. But keep in mind that it can help. Just grip the arms of a chair, all right, that you are sitting on, okay? Or the seat that you are sitting on. Reach down and grip the physical cushion you are sitting on, all right? So grip something that isn't you and isn't someone else, but is, say, a piece of furniture. And grip it as tight as you can without hurting yourself. And then as you very gradually let go, initially, then begin to say this. And as you begin to say it, let go completely of what you're gripping. Say, I'm going to say the arms of a chair. Just say, as you exhale too, your breath, I give up, like that. Now many people think that giving up is different than letting go in this kind of work. But for those of you who have had difficulty letting go, the difference between saying I give up and I let go is nothing. Giving up while doing that form, as I said, exhaling and releasing, your mind and your body work together, and you will feel yourself just letting go. You can do that once a day if you want to, until you feel more relaxed, more at ease. Very often the results of doing something like that are that you let go of old advice or old programming, as you say, or old attachments that are not only not serving you anymore, but that are actually harming or restricting your life and keeping you from happiness and well-being. All right. Good life.